Collaborate and listen. Rob's in the back with a brand new invention. It's an ice nest holding me tightly, sold like an iceberg daily and nightly. Ice, ice, baby.
Dun 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 dun. This week, the country's been in the grips of a massive winter storm. Maybe you heard about it? If only there were some kind of weathery word or phrase to describe it, something snappy.
The polar vortex.
Polar vortex. Polar vortex.
Thank you. And although the world hadn't heard of the phrase last week, this week it was on everyone's frozen lips.
I can barely talk.
It's kind of tough to talk.
My mouth can't even move.
Frostbite can hit in less than 5 minutes.
Things are freezing on my body that I didn't even know were possible.
And it is miserable for millions of Americans right now.
Polar vortex.
Polar vortex.
The polar vortex.
The polar vortex.
How are you staying warm?
Throwing on a merm, throw the hoodie on and your skelly, you good money.
Under Armour, 2 hoodies, a coat, ski goggles.
3 pairs of gloves. Only problem is my mustache keeps freezing.
I came to work in thermal underwear.
Every reporter looks like Kenny from South Park.
Polar vortex.
The polar vortex.
Polar vortex.
Polar vortex.
Literally, it's a fight.
It feel like Antarctica.
This is ridiculous.
How cold is it?
It's cold enough to freeze the nuts off the Guy Lombardo Bridge.
The polar vortex.
Polar vortex.
Polar vortex.
Polar vortex.
Polar vortex? Hi.
How cold is it?
It's so cold that the local flasher was caught describing himself to women.
It's frozen solid.
These are solid.
It's already rock solid.
The exhaust was literally freezing onto the ground.
Frozen solid.
Polar vortex.
Polar vortex.
Polar vortex.
Polar vortex.
Polar vortex. Not.
It's real.
Not.
All right, let's
made
move
up.
on.
And we say to the polar vortex, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you.
Like us on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and thanks for making Yahoo a part of your daily habit.
Can I get a frickin' polar vortex?
Yahoo!